Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been really looking forward to filming today's video because today we're going to be choosing my May TBR using the TBR prompt jar. I've been wanting to do this for a little while because I've been stuck in a bit of a rut when it comes to choosing the books I want to read, and I just keep gravitating towards romance books and romantasy books, and they're all feeling a bit samey at the moment, and I really want to branch out into some other areas like general fiction, women's fiction, historical fiction, maybe some sci-fi. I would still like there to be some fantasy in there, but fantasy that focuses more on like the world building and the plot and a little bit less on the romance, because I do love romance and I'm sure there will be some romance picks in here, but I don't know, I'm just feeling like I want to get into a good story and not just keep reading like the same romance stories over again. So that's why I wanted to use the prompt jar, because I thought it would limit my choices and push me to go down those different genres as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And if you saw my video where I was setting up this jar, then you will have had a sneak peek at some of the prompts that are in here. But I also let you know that my TBR videos are going to work a little bit differently. I'm going to be choosing all the books from my Goodreads want to read list because I'm just more of a Kindle reader. That's how I read the most, and whenever I'm going to pick up a new book, I will just go to my Goodreads list and choose a book from there. I won't just go out and buy a lot of physical books so that I have a selection at home, because I just know myself, I'm not going to read a physical book. I'm going to read it on my Kindle if I can. So I do have some books behind me and I've read about half of these, so we can choose some of these, and I will try and prioritise the physical books that I haven't read. But for the most part, and for the sake of trying to branch out, I'm just going to be choosing from my Goodreads list, and I feel like that's going to be more fun because I've got more choice there as well. But yeah, without rambling on any further, let's get into choosing my TBR for May. Okay, let's do this. I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I feel like there's just, I don't know, I just feel a little bit nervous going into it. Okay, first prompt. I'm going to show you guys first as well, so don't mind my nails because I need to get them done. I don't know if it's upside down or not. Here is the first prompt. Oh, it was upside down, I think. Starts with the first letter of the month. That's a good one. So May, we have to find a book that starts with M. I could do Magnolia Parks, which is a book that I've been putting off. I think that might be the only physical book that I haven't read that starts with M. Okay, so Magnolia Parks is there. Let's see what's on my Goodreads. This is so exciting. I'm like nervous and excited. This is so fun. So M. Sort by, oh, this is so much easier as well because I can sort it. Sort by title. So we have Magnolia Parks, that's on there. We have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I really want to read a Taylor Jenkins Reid book this month, so that could be a really good one. Okay, and it's not including the short words at the beginning of the title, like a, the, etc. So it is including A Man Called Ove, which is Frederick Backman, and I haven't read one of his books yet, and I really want to start with this one. So that's another good choice. The Memory Collectors, which I don't think is out yet. The Ministry of Time, another one I haven't read. So that's it, those are our choices. I think between all of them, I'm leaning more towards A Man Called Ove or Malibu Rising. And then I just feel like Malibu Rising is the right one to choose because it's not cheating with the A at the beginning of the title. I feel like I have to choose Malibu Rising, and that's just so exciting because I do really want to start reading some of her books. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for Malibu Rising. It's the perfect choice. I'm going to add that to my May TBR. And I keep a little bookshelf with my monthly TBR on my Goodreads as well, so I'm just going to add them there. Okay, great start. So we have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Okay, on to prompt number 2. This is so fun. I think I'm going to do 5 or 6 prompts. Okay, prompt number 2. I think I know what this, I can see it. It's a free pick. Oh, do I want a free pick? That doesn't help me. That just defeats the whole point of why I want to do this, because I want to be forced to choose certain books. Okay, free pick. I might just go with, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to read, that's why I'm doing this. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, because that's a new release that comes out in May that I really want to read. So just in case that one doesn't come up in any other prompts, I'm going to choose that one because I did really love the One Dark Window duology by her, and yeah, I've heard nothing but great things from the people that have got arcs for that book, so I'm just going to go for that. I'm going to go for The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, and I think this one is still a fantasy, but I think it's more like academia, and I think there might be like gargoyles and things like that in it, so it's quite different to any of the other romantasy books that I've been reading, and yeah, I've been really looking forward to that one, so we're going to read The Night and the Moth. That is pick number 2. Let's do pick number 3. Okay, I'm getting better at unthinking these. Okay, is it upside down? What do we have? A yellow cover. Okay, yellow's interesting. I don't think I have any physical that are yellow. I might class Emily Henry Book Lovers as yellow. It has the yellow here, but I don't know, I don't really think I have... No, I don't have any physical books that are yellow, so let's have a look on my Goodreads. I'm having so much fun with this. Oh, I've just seen that on my Goodreads I have the US covers for Emily Henry's books, so it's not going to match up with the colours here, but I think that works out a little bit better because they're like solid colours, so they're easier to choose from. So, yellow covers, we have... that's orange. Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, but that's definitely more orange. Ready or Not is like pinky yellow, the leaves are yellow, again by Cara Bastone. Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. The windows in the background are yellow there. What else do we have? So we have Beach Read by Emily Henry, which has a yellow cover on the US version. I could read that one because I do really want to start reading Emily Henry books because I haven't read any of them. I've just been saving them for this summer because I feel like they're all quite summery reads, and the weather is now really picking up, so I do need to start, but I don't know if I want to start with that one. What else do we have? Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, so we have The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston, which is one that I've been wanting to read for so long, and I think I've been putting this one off because I've heard so many people talk about it. I feel like I might have spoiled it for myself because I just have so many other people's opinions in my head about it. I do still really want to read that one. So 7 Year Slip. Carrie Soto is back, another Taylor Jenkins Reid book, but I think I'm just going to stick with Malibu Rising for this month. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with The 7 Year Slip. I think this is just giving me a reason to just stop putting it off and just go for it, because it's just going to be a fun little romance, isn't it? And it'll be nice to save as a palette cleanser throughout the month as well. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. So let's put that in May. Okay, this is working out to be such a good reading month. So prompt number 4, we have... Here you go. Oh, I think this one's upside down. Is it upside down? I'm trying to read backwards. An orange book. Oh, we're really getting the colours, aren't we? So we had a yellow book, now an orange book. Okay. So orange, again, I don't really have any on my shelves. I have the Emily Henry books again, but they're kind of mixed colours in the UK versions, so we're not going to go with those. I've seen one right at the top. So we have When in Rome by Sarah Adams, which I've seen a lot of people talking about this series of books recently because I think the new one came out. And it does sound really cute and really fun, but I do have The 7 Year Slip, so I don't know if I want to go for that this month. Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone that I just mentioned. That one is orange, so we could go for that one. Again, another romance, but I feel like it might be a little bit deeper than the Sarah Adams one. Oh, Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. I'd say that's predominantly orange, that cover, and oh, do I want to get into a fantasy series? I feel like maybe. I've heard so many good things about this series, so okay, that's a real possibility, because what do I have? I have one fantasy, one like general fiction, and a romance. Spark of the Everflame could be a good one. We'll put a pin in that one. The Dead Romantics, another Ashley Poston. We don't want 2 in 1 month. Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I couldn't start reading her books starting with the newest one, could I? That's just, I'm not going to do that. Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone. Do I want to read that? I don't know, it feels a bit deep. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. That's actually one of her books that I don't own in physical, but do I want to start with People We Meet on Vacation? I just don't know what you're meant to start with, and I know you can read any of them, but I just feel like I'm not sure where to start. It just feels so overwhelming. Part of me was kind of wanting to start with Book Lovers and then save People We Meet on Vacation for when I've read a few of her books and I get an idea for her writing, because I know people don't like that one one as much, so I don't think I want to start with that one. So what else have we got? Okay, so here's what we have. We have People We Meet on Vacation, Kristen Hannah the Great Alone, or Spark of the Everflame. Oh, I can't decide. This is so hard. Oh, or Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone. So one of those 4 books. Let me know down below what you would choose out of those 4 books, because I just don't know. I don't think a romance. What have I got for romance? I've got 7 Year Slip. I feel like that's enough for like just a classic romance for the month. And I have The Night and the Moth for fantasy. And Spark of the Everflame is the one that I'm leaning towards, but I know it's such a big series as well, isn't it? How many books are in the series? Oh, it says 4 books. I thought there was more than that. Oh, okay, and the next one comes out in July. So the 4th book comes out in July. Okay. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for Spark of the Everflame because it was the one that I was most excited for when I was seeing them, and I just keep gravitating more towards it. So yeah, I don't think it's too like romance heavy fantasy either, so I think it is a good world to get into. So I'm going to go for Spark of the Everflame. Done. That's our 4th pick, Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. 5th pick, I am going to do 6. I'm going to do 6 so we get a bit more choice. Hopefully not a colour this time. I almost had a little sneak peek there. Okay, it's a long one. What does it say? Ooh. Random number generator picks. Okay. Oh, that's scary. I've already got my want to read list sorted by author, so I'm going to leave it like that, not touch that. And I have 85 books on my want to read list. So let's hope it doesn't pick out any that I've already picked. This is so scary because I can't choose. Okay, random number generator. Random.org. Between 1 and 85. I'm just going to do it and hold it up to the screen so you can see first as well. Generate. Okay, result. What does it say? 10. Okay. I was doing it like that was going to mean something to you straight away. It doesn't, does it? Okay, so the 10th book in order of author is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're joking. It's Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, because that's come up twice now in this video, so I feel like, why not? I actually don't know what this book's about. I just know that a lot of people have been speaking about it recently. Did it come out this year? Yeah, it was released on the 4th of March, so it only came out this year. Grieving the loss of her best friend, a young woman's life is turned upside down when she meets a grumpy stranger who swears he can help her live again. In this heartwarming, slow burn romance by the author of Ready or Not, Lenny's a bit of a mess at the moment. Her best friend Lou recently passed away after a battle with cancer, and her death has left Lenny feeling completely lost. She's avoiding her concerned parents, the apartment she shared with Lou, and the list of things she's supposed to do to help her live again. Okay, I'm going to stop reading there so I can go into it a bit blind, but I feel like this one's going to be quite emotional, so I did think it might be a bit deeper, but yeah, not what I was expecting. No, I'm kind of happy about that because it's going to be quite a different... Ooh, actually I think 7 Year Slip deals with grief as well, doesn't it? So, okay. No, it's fine. We're just gonna have a bit of a deep month when it comes to our romances. We have 7 Year Slip and Promise Me Sunshine, so that does make me a little bit nervous, but I do want to read both of those, so I'm excited as well. Okay, so we have Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone as our 5th pick. Okay, let's do one final pick. That scares me. I think I saw, oh, I did. Oldest date added to Goodreads. I actually think this might be Emily Henry. Stop. Okay, if this is Emily Henry, I'm gonna choose which one I want to start with. But I think it might be her. Okay, sorted by author. So nervous. Why am I so nervous? Okay, date added. I think it's nerves and excitement. Yeah. So the first books that I added to my Goodreads were the Emily Henry books because I only started my Goodreads back in September and I knew I wanted to read her books then, but I wanted to wait for this summer. So we have the Emily Henry books and do you know what? I just know, I know already, I do. I want to start with Book Lovers. I feel like this has such mixed reactions between people. Some people either love it or they just think it's okay, but I don't think I've seen anyone say that they didn't like it. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like starting with something like People We Meet on Vacation, more people don't like that one, and I just want to go into her books with the best chance of me liking them. And I know that her other books like Funny Story, Happy Place, Beach Read, a lot of people really like those books, so I think there's more chance that one of those is going to be a 5-star for me. But yeah, I don't know what it is, something about it, I just always felt like I needed to start with Book Lovers. Okay, that's great. So I'm going to read my first Emily Henry book this month and it's going to be Book Lovers, which is just so exciting. So we're starting off my Emily Henry summer and it's going to be with Book Lovers. So those are the 6 books that I'm going to read in May. Let me just put the last one on my May TBR list. Okay, so on my May TBR we have Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone, The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I feel like that's not really branched me out of like romance books, but I feel like the 2 fantasy books I do have don't have much romance in them. I'm not too sure. And then obviously we have Malibu Rising, which I think is more of like a general fiction. But no, that just worked out so well because I do really want to read all of these books, and yeah, I'm not sure when I would have chosen them otherwise because like I said, I've been in a real rut with knowing what to choose next and what I want to read next, and just having this little condensed TBR for the month is going to make it so much easier. And when I do my TBR for June, I'm going to let you know how many of them I read as well, because I love seeing how many people actually read when they do these videos, and I'm going to give it my best shot. I really want to try and just stick to this TBR. So yeah, I think that was really successful, and this is so fun. I can see why these videos are so popular because they're so fun to film, they're so fun to watch, I love watching them, and yeah, we just got a really good TBR out of it. But let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, and also let me know if you have any prompt ideas down below, because I spent ages writing out these prompts and it just feels like I've not really got much in the jar at all, but there are quite a few in there. So yeah, so let me know if you've got any prompt ideas down below, and I'll be sure to add those to the jar as well so we can get this nice and full and I can have more surprises when I'm picking them out. But yeah, so I really enjoyed making this video and I hope you enjoyed watching it and agree with the books that I chose from the prompts. But I'll see you in my next video, so thank you for watching. Bye!